I love the calmer music that plays out here when you're standing still. It's very underheard in this game because not a lot of people stand still out in Hyrule Field, which makes perfect sense. Hey everybody, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda. God damn it, Navi, again! That's the second intro you've interrupted! Anyway, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, we did some side quests, including the Happy Mask Shop. We sold the first 3 masks of the Happy Mask Shop to people, and now we have the Bunny Hood, which unfortunately doesn't speed up our movement in this game, in case you're wondering. Yeah, that's a Majora's Mask thing, and also an Ocarina of Time randomizer thing that adds that little feature. I think we'll get the Bunny Hood out of here because I'm not going to be able to sell it for quite a while, so I'll replace it with bombs. Anyway, this time we're going to set out on a search for the Spiritual Stone of Water, and we've heard from Saria that the Spiritual Stone of Water is being kept by King Zora in Zora's domain. Question is, where is Zora's domain? Probably in this tiny pond over here! Wait, there's actually something here? Hold on. Let me try playing a song. Is there a big fairy here or something? Zelda's Lullaby, I think, works. There's also Sun Song. We'll draw them out sometimes. And there's a third song that you can also use, but we can't access yet. Okay, not that one, so how about Sun Song? No, okay. Can't do anything here yet, and I just spawned stall children for myself. That's great. I'm so glad I did that. Okay. Let's head over here. Let's see if we can find a sign. So if I had to guess, the place where Zora's domain would be would probably start with the same word. You know, Zora. Zora's River! Here we go! Watch out for swift current and strong undertow. I don't know what undertow means, but I'm assuming there's gonna be strong things underneath my toes. Let's go with that. Alright, let's pick up some bombs from the graphs, and oh god, I see him. Alright, what bright and useful insight do you have for us today? Looks like you've gotten bigger and stronger already, Link. No, I haven't. My character model hasn't changed size at all. Just ahead lies Zora's domain. It would have been great if I could have seen that myself. Their door will not open for anyone except those who have some connection with the royal family. That's at least somewhat good information to know. I wouldn't want to waste my time going down here if I didn't have that. Let them hear the melody of the royal family. Okay, yeah, we have the melody of the royal family. Literally, our first objective after we left the forest was to go meet Princess Zelda, which then taught us the melody of the royal family. So why the hell are you specifying that we need the royal family melody? God, I was on your side for a little bit, and then I realized how pointless it is. I know, they're anticipating players coming here without going to the castle first, because many players will do that. They will come over here without actually going to Hyrule Castle first, because it is kind of open-ended game in that way. There is a Skulltula in that tree, just as I thought. Thank you for the Skulltula. Now, let us continue down Zora's River. Zora's River in this game is nowhere near as treacherous as it is in a certain other Zelda game, so we will have a much easier time of it than in that game. What the hell? What do you want? I wonder if Saria knows anything we already talked to her, Navi. Thanks for your unhelpfulness. Okay. We have this guy over here, eating beans. Let's talk to him, see what he has to say.
Oh, boss, magic beans. They're selling very well. How about 10 rupees for one piece?
Sure, I'll take it. I got 14. You got a magic bean. Find a suitable spot for a garden and plant it with seed. Then wait for something fun to happen. Man, I have to wait in order to have fun. God damn it, I'm not interested in this anymore. On the select item subscreen, you can equip the item.
Won't plant beans. Go around and look for soft soil.
Alright, we got soft soil right next to him, so we can do that. They're in a very weird spot of the inventory, in the middle like that, but that's fine. So we equip the item, we place it in the dirt. A chicken is very pleased with us doing that, and now we wait. And maybe someday it will grow. What will that do for us? I have no freaking idea, but anyway, if we talk to him again...
I want some magic beans. Well, they're not that popular yet. How about 20 rupees for one piece?
So there are a total of 10 magic beans you can buy from this guy, and each subsequent magic bean costs 10 more rupees. So you have to spend a total of... something like... Fibonacci sequence times... Is it Fibonacci sequence times 10? I don't know. I might be doing that math wrong, but it's something like that. You know, 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 60 plus 70 plus 80 plus 90 plus 100. That is how much you need to spend. Whatever calculation, or whatever number that calculation ends up giving you, that's how much you need. Okay, I need the cuckoo if I want to grab everything here. Wait, I just heard the cuckoo. I just heard a cuckoo in my left ear. Is there another cuckoo around here, or is that the only cuckoo at the beginning? I think that's the only cuckoo at the beginning, yet for some reason I heard it in my left ear because I don't know. This game's audio is weird sometimes. Alright, let's go back and get it. It's only to be expected from the type of video game that is breaking new ground. You can't expect them to get everything perfect the first time, because when you're a game that's breaking new ground, you have no help involved in, like, figuring it out. None of the problems you run into have ever been solved before. I think that's, speaking of Quake, which I was just talking about at the end of last video, that is what id Software ran into when developing Quake, because they were literally doing something nobody had ever done before. There was no way for them to receive any help on, like, any problems with programming they might face. Okay, I think what we want to do is not that. Okay, so you can get that piece of heart with the help of this cuckoo. I unfortunately cannot remember at the moment how you have to use the cuckoo to help. If you drop the cuckoo in the water, yeah, you won't be able to carry it anymore, and I think the cuckoo just, like, it'll go up on land somewhere, and it's really annoying to retrieve. I might consider just avoiding this piece of heart for right now. It's a bit of a bother, and there is a lot I would like to do this episode, so we'll have to see if I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in this.
Like Alucard from Symphony of the Night, going into that shop. What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Such iconic dialogue. But not as iconic as, what is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you. Man. The poor translation of old games is never not funny. Hiya! That didn't throw it far enough. Fucking goddamn it. Yeah, I can't remember how you're supposed to get that one. I don't think you can get it from this platform. Maybe you have to take it further into Zora's River? I think so. I think you can, like, throw it across the river there. Get it up on that piece of land. There's something here on this log we can do. I'd rather not do that right now. It's an optional thing. We'll come back to it another time. Especially because I can't actually do anything with it right now. I can't pick up the cuckoo in this. Oh, yes, I can. I just dropped it while I was rolling. That makes sense. Okay. Sometimes after you drop a cuckoo, it doesn't stay still like that. It'll, like, move around, and whenever it does that, it's the most annoying freaking thing in the world. I can't do anything here. Okay, I guess we'll be coming back for that piece of heart another time then. I'm just gonna continue on, because I think there is something you need the cuckoo for all the way at the end of Zora's River, so we'll just do that. Why is one of the pyramids surrounding this bridge taller than all the others? Like, literally, all the others are this size, and then that one is just much taller for no reason. I don't get it. I thought it was the next day for a second, but no, I think it just cooed again for no reason. Hiya! Piece of art! Didn't need that other one, we got another one down here. Then I think I just saw there is a golden skulltula on this ladder, I want to say. We can drop into this shallow water and then aim for it, shoot it and kill it, and grab its insides. Maybe we are, like, grabbing its skull or its heart or something when it's dropping the token. I like how the waterfall sound effect stops completely when you pause the game. Interesting idea for sure. Right over here we have a pool that looks somewhat familiar. Wonder what that means. Anyway, for now though, let's read this inscription. Sleepless waterfall. The flow of this waterfall serves the king of Hyrule. When the king slumbers, so too do these falls. Well then, let's put the king to bed from long distance. Is it that every time we play Zelda's Lullaby, the king is actually falling asleep? Okay, maybe it's more like he's falling half asleep, because the waterfalls are still running, but at least we can jump through them and enter Zora's Domain. Okay, seeing it again, yeah, this place looks pretty cool. I especially love the watery effect on the wall. I can't imagine how good that must have looked on old screens. It still looks pretty cool to this day, honestly, but you can tell it's just a scrolling texture now. Still, oh, it looks cool. Hey, you down there, I think I've actually met one of you before. Who are you? We are the Zoras, the proud aquatic people. So, you say you have some connection with Hyrule's royal family. Well, what do you want from us? The spiritual stone of water. Please tell me where your king is. Oh, hi. I didn't notice you there. If we jump in the water, we can probably talk to you. All of the water in Hyrule flows from Zora's fountain. That water flows through Zora's river, which eventually reaches Lake Hylia to the south. Interesting. All water comes from Zora's fountain. Is it like renewable? Not really sure how that works. Hello, buddy. These guys spawn in when you get close enough. Have you seen Lord Jabu-jabu? No. Oh, that's not good. Everybody who comes around here should see Lord Jabu-jabu at least once. Zora's fountain is just beyond King Zora's throne. That is where Lord Jabu-jabu swims, but unless you have King Zora's permission, you can't go to Zora's fountain. Okay, well, I'm sure we can talk it out. I'm sure he'll be nice enough to let me, a random 10-year-old kid, through. I'm sure I'll be trustworthy to him. We Zoras all serve the great King Zora. Yeah, no shit. That's kind of how kingdoms work and all. How about you? Zora's fountain is the source of the river. We were just told this 5 seconds ago. Lord Jabu-jabu... Yes, we were told both of these things 5 seconds ago. Lord Jabu-jabu is the patron deity of the Zoras. Princess Ruto is in charge of preparing his meals, morning and night. There's at least some new information. Who's Princess Ruto, I wonder? Well, she's probably the princess of the Zora Kingdom, that much I'm aware of, but... You know, who is she as a person? That's what I mean. How does she compare to Princess Zelda? That sounds horrible. I don't want to compare people like that. I want to do, like, a freaking people tier list. Just ahead, King Zora's chamber. Show the proper respect! Just swinging my sword at all the pottery around here count as showing proper respect. Because it counts in my book. If you break my pottery, I will respect you forever for having the boldness to do that. Zora's shop, we sell fresh fish. Interesting, let's take a look. Alright, welcome! We got the Zora tunic, 300 rupees, we can't even carry that much. Adult size, we also couldn't even wear it even if we wanted it. More arrows, more recovery hearts we don't need. The only new thing here is a fish, 200 rupees, what the fuck? That is so incredibly pointless, it's hilarious. I want to buy a fish, but they're a little too expensive. I have no choice but to catch one of the fishes that's swimming around out there. Yeah, if you just do that, you'll save yourself 200 freaking rupees. Y'all are aquatic people. The water should be fine to you. I don't see why catching a fish will be a big problem. Since I like the idea of having milk, you know, have 2 refills of health rather than the potion, which only does 1, I think I'll empty my potion bottle. Then we'll head over here, and we will catch a fish in a bottle. It really is that easy to do. I almost said catching a fish in the bottle. We can kitchen a fish in a bottle. I don't know what that means. We got an empty torch here. Now, if we use our power, Din's fire, we can light those up. So why don't we do that real quick? Then we can use a Deku Stick to light up the rest, and we'll see if this unlocks anything. And while I do this, I may as well tell you a fun fact you've probably heard before, but I may as well say it again because I like being redundant. You know, considering that other people have already been over it. This is the first appearance of Zoras in this form, but it is also technically not. Previous Zelda games had a species called River Zoras. They looked very different and they didn't have an area called Zora's Domain, but they did still exist. This is the first instance of this kind of Zora appearing in the Zelda series, however. And they are not known as River Zoras, they're just called Zoras. What does this have? Is that a piece of heart? Is it a piece of heart? Am I about to get a 7th heart container already? Oh my god, it is. There's 7 heart containers. Hey, I won't complain. 7 is a nice number. I think. I mean, 7 did eat 9, but you know, I'm sure I could forgive that. I'm sure something got over him that day. I'm sure he was a little angry from work. Oh, hey, I can light this up too, but I don't think that actually does anything. I think it's just the torches down below that too. Okay, up here should be King Zora's throne. Oh my goodness. I can see why they labeled him as king. That is a gorgeous fish. King Zora's throne room. To hear the king's royal proclamations, stand on the platform and speak to him. All must go through this process in order to speak with the king.
Oh, my dear sweet Princess Ruto. Where has she gone? I'm so worried.
Yeah, I'm down here, buddy. He doesn't seem to notice us. You know, why do I have to show him the proper respect if he's not gonna show me the proper respect, huh? That's my argument against that sign down below. There's a beehive behind him. It'd be very funny if I could shoot it down and, like, send bees after him to get him out of the way, but yeah, he's blocking the way to Zora's fountain, which is where Lord Jabu-Jabu is. Apparently we have to go see Lord Jabu-Jabu, but we can't go there if the king's distracted by worrying about his daughter, which I suppose would be something fair enough, worth worrying about, but, yeah. Can't do anything here right now, at least. High dive practice spot. Are you confident in your diving skill? I guess let's check out if I am. Hopefully I have enough rupees for this. Does this cost rupees to play? Diving game, 20 rupees. Wanna play? Yes. Okay! Pick up all the rupees I throw from here. You have only a limited amount of time. When you pick them all up, come back here. I'll give you something very nice. I don't know why these minigame runners love to shout at me whenever they begin the game, but they certainly like doing it. Okay, we got 5 blue rupees down there. Start! That was meant to sound like the Mario Party start, you know, back when it was voiced. I think Mario Party DS just had like a whistle sound. And Mario Party DS was my introduction to... Actually, it wasn't just my introduction to Mario Party. It was my introduction to Mario the series, literally. Mario Party DS is the first Mario thing I ever saw. In fact, that's what I thought the whole franchise was at first. I didn't know it was a platformer series until later. Hey, congratulations! I got something very nice for you. Come and get it. You have to walk all the way back up. I suppose that would make sense, but it's also a little bit irritating. Whatever. Mario Party DS was such a fun game, man. I know that, like, the original N64 games, especially Mario Party 2, are the fan favorites, and from what I've seen, I would agree with that. They are pretty darn good, but Mario Party DS has its place, too. I think it's a very good version of the game. That said, I don't find Mario Party games fun to play whatsoever, just because of all the RNG involved and everything. By the way, look at this guy. His model is stretched to be a lot taller than all the other Zoras. Like, look at his face. It's all squished looking. It's a little weird, but whatever works. Oh, we're underwater, apparently. What a graceful dive. Now, please take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this, you can dive much deeper under the water. I guess you say the depths we can reach will scale with this ability. Jump into the water and press A. You can dive deeper than you could before. All right, perfect. Let's go. So using that, we can access this door down here. Let's see where this door will go. Oh, well, I failed. That completely failed. Let's go backwards a little bit. Turn around. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Yes, it's all about being teleported to Lake Hylia. I have no fucking idea how that passageway connects out here. I guess it's just supposed to be a teleport or something. Hey, I think we've talked to you before. I am Zora, have you seen? Yes, we've heard that dialogue before. Down here's the strange thing he's talking about, though. And now that we have the scale, we can dive far enough to reach it. So that minigame, believe it or not, is required to progress the main quest. You got an empty bottle. Put something inside and press C to use it. What? Something's already inside? Well, yeah, something was already inside the previous bottle we got, but yeah, it's fine. Let's see. It's a letter. We go to dry land, we should be able to pull it out and read it. Let's see. Yep, you're definitely holding something in your hand there. Huh? It looks like there's something already inside this Yes, we know! It's a letter! Help me. I'm waiting for you inside Lord Jabu-Jabu's belly, Ruto. Waiting for who? P.S. Don't tell my father. Well, definitely not waiting for your father. Okay, I have many questions. First of all, why are you inside the Lord Jabu-Jabu's belly? Second of all, who are you intending to send this to? Third of all, why don't you want your father to know about it? I suppose those answers... Was I really just about to say, I suppose those answers will be questioned in due time? I should just stop doing YouTube. I really should. Just stop doing YouTube, call it in. It's good, you know, we've had a good run. But I think it's time for Let's Plays to end altogether, you know. No, it's not. I'm having a great amount of fun doing this, even with as horrible of a time talking as I have been doing. Okay, yes, you're worried. Let me show you the letter.
Oh, this letter! It's from Princess Ruto! Let's see. She's inside Lord Jabu-Jabu? That's not possible! Our guardian god, Lord Jabu-Jabu, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu-Jabu's been a little green around the gills. The evidence seems clear. Of course, you'll go find Ruto. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu-Jabu. I'll keep this letter. You keep the bottle it was in. Take it respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately. Zora.
I think that's supposed to be like a suffix that was in the Japanese script, and they decided to translate this one variant of it, or this one instance of it, but no other instance of it for some reason. Okay, as much as I would normally complain about this being, like, incredibly slow, this is just really funny. This is just super funny. I can't help but love it. It is a big waste of time, but I can't help but love it. Wait.
Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately, Zora.
Okay, yeah, we heard that before. I'm just talking to you again, see if you have anything extra to say. Some people do in this game, but not everyone does. It's the problem. It's the endless dilemma you find yourself in. Do you want to talk to everyone twice over to make sure that they have dialogue you haven't seen yet? Or not? Yeah, that's the end. That's the dilemma. Could have been said a lot better. A lot of what I said could have been said a lot better. But that's just how I feel like talking today. So I think we just saw a glimpse of Lord Jabu-Jabu there. Yeah, oh my god, he is majestic. I thought King Zora was the most beautiful looking fish I've ever seen, but holy shit, he's got stiff competition over here. Lord Jabu-Jabu. I guess this guy's the real Lord of the Zoras in this universe anyway. Don't disturb Lord Jabu-Jabu. King Zora the 16th, is that? Wow, there's been so many people named King Zora. Seriously, there's been 16 generations of people who couldn't come up with a name more creative than King Zora. Jeez. All right, well, here we go. I did catch a fish in a bottle, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do here. We do have 3 bottles now. I suppose I could go back and buy a potion. I do have 30 rupees. Yeah, sure. Let's do that real quick. We have the money. I'll be right back. I'm going to pause recording. Never mind. It's okay. We already have milk. That'll be fine. We don't need another healing item. And we might find a fairy inside the dungeon. You never know. That was a complete spoiler just now. I'm very sorry about that. I didn't realize what I was saying until after I'd already said it. Okay, so what you need to do here... Is there any kind of prompt for... Nope, there's no kind of prompt for interacting with him. However, we have heard that Princess Ruto comes to feed Lord Jabu-Jabu. And so... let's do so. Let's feed him a fish. Yes, indeed, Zora do eat fish. I don't think it's cannibalism. They're a different species. It doesn't count. Drop on the deck and flop like a fish! SpongeBob SquarePants! That is terrifying. And that is even more terrifying! Welcome to the 3rd dungeon, inside Jabu-Jabu's belly. I really like the idea of this one, even if the execution I don't think is the greatest. I mean, just look at this aesthetic. It looks... not only does it look kind of cool and kind of accurate to the inside of an organism, but... oh god, there's a bubble enemy after me. I'm trying to... I don't want to aim for you! Alright, let's re-equip our Deku Shield so we can redirect the projectiles of the Octoroks back into them. There you go. Come on, do it. Nah, come on. I'm just trying to kill the first enemies of the fucking dungeon. How hard is it to kill the first enemies of the dungeon? Oh my god! Don't do it. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, now you. Then we shall see what these enemies are called. This is a shabam. If you try to cut it, it will what? It will pop. Okay. Actually, what did she say? It will bounce off your blade. Wrong? It does the opposite of bounce off. It pops. I cut it and it was fine. Maybe that's old dialogue referring to like an older version of the enemy that did bounce off your sword if you hit it, but the current version of the enemy doesn't? I don't know, that's kind of weird. You're feeding me misinformation, Navi, I'm sorry to say. I almost called you Tattle, wrong game. This is a beery, or as we call them in real world, jellyfish. Try to touch it, you'll be electrocuted. However, shooting it does nothing. Can I do this? Okay, I can. I guess that works. I guess wood isn't conductive with electricity, so that would work. Get it? Would work? That was an unintentional pun. Unintentional pun that I wish was intentional. Okay, before we continue forwards, I think we can go down. Anyway, another thing I love about this dungeon is the way the whole screen, like, shifts and squirms as if the walls are moving around you. I think it is doing that to the whole screen. Yeah, I can see Link is stretching and shrinking as well. Stretching and squishing, you know. Maybe I shouldn't say that out of context too much. Maybe I shouldn't. But yeah, anyway. The God knocked a rock here that's able to shoot through the platform some fucking how. You get shot in the face, thank you. For some reason, I was unable to shoot the other ones before, and I don't know why. All right, I think down here is where I want to go first. Yes, I can hear. For some reason, for a reason I do not understand, there's a business scrub down here. How the fuck did you get in here, my man? Why are you burrowing in this guy? Are you a parasite? Are business scrubs parasites for large creatures? Return will sell you no, I don't care about Deku nuts. I mean, I don't have that many of them, and you can only get them from Deku Babas otherwise, but I don't have a need for Deku nuts. The only thing I would consider using a Deku nut on right now is, I know Deku nuts are more useful if you actually, you know, use them on more enemies than just like 3 in the whole game, but, you know, the only reason I would consider using a Deku nut now is to kill a business scrub easier, or to stun a business scrub easier. We're not actually killing them. Okay, yeah, it's if I use projectiles, they bounce off of it. It's not if I don't use my sword. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I remember this correctly, this room we'll be approaching from the other side anyway, so I'm actually going to go back to where I was before. To shoot that switch in the ceiling. But yeah, I like how the aesthetics of everything completely change for this dungeon alone. The doors change, the switches change, and every other dungeon, they look mostly the same. And I think that's cool. I think it really sets itself apart from the other dungeons in that way. That said, the middle of the dungeon is pretty irritating to get through, so hopefully we'll have a good time of it going here. Where's this fucking god? Could you move any faster, please? Please, move. Taking a little drink, the business scrub is back, because of course he is. We went one room and then came back, and that respawns everything in this universe. That's how it works. Okay, so yes, over here is where I would like to go first. Step out into this gross-looking floor, and... You! Who are you? I'm Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me? I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now. And you, get out of here, understand? Bro. Bruh. That couldn't have been more easily avoided if you even tried. What the hell? Okay, well that was a very rude introduction. I guess you could call her Princess Ruto. That'd be a much more fitting name, honestly. All right, let me get that. Look up the walls. I think they might be kind of going for the tsundere character archetype for her. That's entirely possible. What the hell are you? You got knives. Bari. If you touch it, you will be electrocuted. Yeah, good luck remembering these names. Watch out, Link. Electricity is running through this green slimy thing. That's not what I'm caring about right now. But yes, the green slimy thing does exist. That is worth noting. Let me Deku Stick you. Yeah, perfect. And then you split into smaller versions. I don't really care. So I think what you're supposed to do here is follow her. Eventually, we will be able to explore the whole dungeon, so let's just go in a straight line path for now. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord Jabu-Jabu's belly ever since I was little. But Lord Jabu-Jabu was very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... But that's none of your business. Anyway, you, go home now, understand? Your precious stone, eh? So, a little detail on her character model. You can see in the sides of her head, where the hammerhead shark resemblance is, there are little eyes there. Keep that in mind for later. You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You better believe me. Okay, I believe you. I'm not leaving until I find the thing I'm looking for. Because, you know, based on what I've heard so far, I've got a feeling this guy swallowed it too. So, okay, wait, where are we supposed to go first? We got a door right there, but we also have this entire room to explore. I have to refamiliarize myself with this dungeon real quick. I hope you don't mind. Let me drop her right there, go kill these things in our path. I think if you leave the room where Princess Ruto is, she will actually leave, and you can find her back in this room on that platform again, so keep that in mind. In case you walk away too far from her, she will respawn at that other area. Or not respawn, she isn't dying, you know what I mean. Okay, we got a switch in the middle. If I remember correct, that just raises the water. We also have a new enemy down there. It's a stinger. Destroy it before it flies into you. If you get close enough, I think it'll come out of the water. Okay, come on, just be blown up, thank you. They'll come out of the water and fly around to the air. Yeah, it's a little manta ray that can fly in the air somehow. Then you can shoot it. Perfect. Let's get you next. And bam! And there's one more. This is very exciting combat, I must say. Very exciting enemies. They're not even hitting me as they're coming out. They're pretty weak. There we go. Oh, give me those seeds. I definitely need a refill of those. I used up quite a few. And magic I don't need. Because, honestly, not a lot of stuff needs magic in this game. It's mainly the magic spells, and even then, it's just like... I don't use the magic spells terribly often, and usually when I do... Oh, damn it. I was going to go over here to shoot this thing down so I could get the golden skull shell thing. Unfortunately, we can't do that, and we're gonna have to wait for the switch to depress. Alright, come on. I'll be standing on it. I'll be ready for it. There we go. Let's go get the token. And then I think we can raise the water level one more time to get Ruto across. Or no, I remember what to do. You have to throw Ruto to the other ledge and then raise the water level so you can get up. Hey, a fairy! I was just wondering about you guys earlier if there would be one in here, and there sure is. Let's pick you up. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have... That was hilarious. I had to keep it. I just wanted to keep it going for that long. I wanted to see if it would eventually undo itself or it would just keep going like that forever. Ocarina of Time, Jank. How I love you. All right, let's climb out. Pick up Ruto, put her to the other side. Just as I said. Oh no, I don't want to drop her in the water. I mean, she's a Zora, so she could probably survive in the water, but still, you know, it would be a little mean of me. And it was a little mean of me, but it's fine. She's been mean to me. It's only fair. Okay, throw you up there. Oh god, if I take, like, throw you up out of context, that sounds like I'm No. No, stop thinking about that. Why must my mind think about such things? My mind is stupid. No one should have a mind like mine. Alright, yep. Perfect. Got a bubble earlier. I don't know why I'm pointing that out. I don't know why I'm pointing out the fact that one of the bubble enemies is over there, but one of the bubble enemies is over there, just in case you didn't know. Yeah, see, we're gonna be looping down here again with Ruto. Now that we have her, now that we have her in our possession. That sounds so weird. Anyway, though, now that she's joining us, we can bring her back up to the area we just were, and I think there's more to do. I want to be careful. I don't want this Octorok to hit her. No, you die. Okay. I can't believe a single slingshot pellet kills you. That's crazy. Because a Deku bubble in Majora's Mask, which is basically the equivalent of the slingshot in that game, you have to use 2 of those to kill one. But in this game, 1 slingshot pellet kills one instantly. It's very weird. Okay. Let's climb up to the top. Eventually, someday, we'll get there. This elevator really could stand to move a little faster. I'll just say that much. That was a very big, unnecessarily long sentence, but that's the sentence I said, so hope you enjoyed. Alright, let's get to the other side. Hello. Why did the Link cross the room to get to the other side? Got another new enemy here. This is a Tail Pasarin. Sure, tail's its weak point. So yeah, its head is armored. You want to hit it in the tail, except its tail is also electrified, which kind of sucks for me. No, okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna not even bother defeating them. Let's just go past. Excuse the fuck out of me! You meanies! Why'd you have to chase me? Okay, let's see where we have to go first in this room. These guys are easily avoidable. You just run right past. It's all fine. Okay, so this door we can go into. This switch is blue, which tells me that we need to hold it down. And, Ruto, you stay right here. Yeah, you're supposed to use Ruto on it, so you need Ruto in order to do anything in this oncoming room, which is why it's best to jump straight down and talk to her down there. Oh, you know, I don't think I can... I don't think I can do anything here yet. No, I cannot. Parasitic tentacle. It seems that the narrow part is its weak point. You need a particular item to destroy it. Well, my bad. I guess I should go to another room first. Now she's standing up, looking cross with me. How inconsiderate. How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one. I'm not a man. I'm 10 years old. I'm a boy. There's a difference. All right. I mean, there's not a super huge difference, but there's still a difference. The difference is age. That's what I'm getting at with this. I'm not going for anything... Can y'all shut up? I'm not going for anything more insane. Oh my god! Fucking thank you for the free heal. You just undid all of the damage that y'all did on me earlier. Man, that's funny. Okay, so I think... Okay, this one only needs to be pressed down once. This switch, it doesn't look like you can press it down with your weight alone, Link. Okay, but once it's pressed, it will stay pressed, and that indicates the color. So yeah, so you do need Ruto to open up this door. Now let's go inside here together, Ruto. I'm not gonna leave you behind this time. So I will have to leave you behind for the other room once again. Okay, we got more stingers in here. We gotta get them to climb out, and then we gotta Z-target everything except the right one. Alright, come on out. Come on out and play. We're playing a game called Slingshot. You interested? I say as I kill it. Alright, come on, get out of there. I love the detail that when you shoot the walls of the room, they shake faster. Like, that's so cool. It's like his insides are reacting. It's like, oh, what's that? I wonder what that must feel like to Lord Jabu-Jabu right now. All right, come on out. Come on out. There we go. I hope this dungeon isn't too gross for anyone who may be eating while watching this. Well, I'm personally not really affected by that. That's just me, and, you know, other people might be, so, you know. That's why I put stuff like the disclaimers in my SCP-294 video on the main channel, like, hey, I mentioned some gross liquids by name, so if you're eating, careful. Careful about that. You found the boomerang! On the select item subscreen, you can set it to that out of the press C to use it to attack distant enemies. Okay, yeah. We kind of get how items work in this game, thank you. The boomerang, I don't believe there's any torches to light in this dungeon, so I will not be using those. You hold it down, you aim it, and then you release it to throw. And then, just like a boomerang would, it comes right back to you. So, we should be able to use this on the enemy, the tentacle, in the other room. So let's go. Let's take the boomerang over there. Now, overall, I have to say, though the boomerang can actually be used... Actually, can it kill these guys? I think it can. That's why there's so many things here resistant to your slingshot. It's because you're supposed to use the boomerang on them. Let me try throwing it at you. Okay, yeah, it does kill you. Are you being moved slowly? Oh no, I'm being moved slowly by the floors in this room, but Ruto stays in place. Probably because she's sitting down. Maybe. I guess that's how that works. All right, Ruto, I'm gonna have to leave you behind again. Hope you don't mind. She absolutely will mind, but that's her problem. What are you called again? A parasitic tentacle with a question mark. You don't actually know if that's its name. That's very helpful, Navi. Okay, so the boomerang, I would say, is probably the most useless item in the game overall. All it really does is stun enemies, and, well, it's got some other things about it that you will see. However, that's not to say it's 100% useless. It does have a pretty important purpose if you're going out for 100%. Or if you're trying to collect Golden Skulltulas, as we will be seeing probably shortly. Alright, killing the tentacle unlocks yet another chest. Probably gives us the dungeon map, if I had to guess. Indeed, it is the dungeon map. Press start to... Yep, we get it. Alright, I wonder where the compass is gonna be. All this time, we've only now gotten the dungeon map. Normally, you get that first, but we got the item first this time. Alright, yes, I'm in consider. Yep, indeed, okay. Actually... that clears the blockage right here. The red slimy thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. Will that work with the other ones too? Probably will, Navi. That's like game design 101. Alright, let's drop you on the floor. Oh, okay, for some reason we have a time limit in here. I don't understand why the game will do this sometimes. It'll be like, the puzzle of this room is to kill all the enemies, and in this case you have a time limit for it? Like, why? This feels very arbitrary, very video gamey. I don't know how I feel about stuff like this being involved in the dungeons. Majora's Mask doesn't really have anything like that. The only time it does have the kill all enemies to unlock the doors is in Woodfall Temple, and it does it twice, which, you know, I suppose is a little strange, but it's only that one time, and then it never does it again. All the remaining puzzles and challenges feel much more organic, feel much more grounded in the world, and I think I kind of prefer that to what Ocarina of Time likes to do. Okay, there's the compass. We got it immediately. I wonder where I'll get the compass. I didn't expect it to be like 2 rooms away. My goodness. It literally was 2 rooms away. Okay, so that was just to get the compass. That's all that's the only purpose. God damn it, why am I running into those guys so much? I said they were easy to avoid, and now I'm just bumping into all of them. All right, I don't think the center path is clear. Let's check down here first. Let's check the blue area first. Okay, yes, this area is cleared now. I shall bring Ruto in. We do have another parasitic tentacle, though this one is a little shaded blue. Hit its weak spot with the boomerang. Slingshot doesn't do anything to it. I don't know if I've ever officially clarified, but I did show that earlier, that the slingshot did nothing to it. It just went right through. Okay, just got one more hit. If you can time your boomerang throw as well, it should be no problem whatsoever. Though if it hits you, I think it grabs you and deals a lot of damage all at once, so yeah, careful of that. So we destroyed the blue one, didn't get a reward for it, but that's fine. We shouldn't always expect a reward from things. Now the blue blockage should be gone, which should be the center route in this room. If you look at the mini-map, this room's shaped very interestingly. I think it is supposed to resemble, like, organs or something. I'm sorry about that, Ruto. I did not mean to do that. Let's open up. Okay, we have the final parasitic tentacle in here, which will allow us access to more of the dungeon. Let me boomerang you all to death. That is the main way to kill these jellyfish. I'm not gonna pick up those hearts. I don't need those hearts. I got milk. Who needs hearts when you got milk? That should be like an advertising campaign for milk. That references Ocarina of Time. That could be kind of fun. Why not bring up a video game in your advertisement about milk? A video game that has milk in it. All right, let's go. Yep. And one more. And one more. There we go. It's finally true that last time. Okay, so that should get rid of the green blockage in the other room, which means we should be able to drop on the other side of that room. And I do think we have to bring Ruto there. We have to bring Ruto all over the place. You know, I remember this dungeon being a lot more frustrating than it is. I've been having a pretty decent time of it so far. I don't know, I guess it's kind of frustrating when you don't know what to do, and carrying Ruto around is a bit annoying, but, oh, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Okay, I want to say the green thing was blocking this hole. I like how she screams along with Link. That's a cool detail. All right, we're gonna drop you here because I hear a golden skull shell, and now I can show this off. So this token, we would be able to reach with just a jump attack. In fact, let me do so. Or actually, can we reach it with a jump attack? No. Okay, we can't reach either of these. However, the main way you're supposed to do this, use the boomerang. The boomerang will grab the token and bring it to you. We now finally have a way to grab Skulltula tokens from range. It's about damn time. It's a weird limitation of the Skulltula tokens, and that is why you need the boomerang to do anything about it. Okay, I think what I want to do first is bring Ruto through this door, because this door is inaccessible without removing the green blockage. Yes, indeed, I was correct. There it is. That's it! That's what I've been looking for! Throw me up there! Onto the platform! Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone, but why Princess Ruto? Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. So that's why she went in here, and she didn't want her father to know about it, for some reason. I don't know, I guess her father thought, hey, jabu-jabu is dangerous, don't go in there. And so she wanted to sneak in anyway. I got very upset when Lord Jabu-jabu swallowed it. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So, take me home right now. I hate to break it to you, but I have to use that spiritual stone for something. What is this, an octopus? I didn't want to do the first yell. It would sound terrible coming in from me. Oh, yep, that is an octopus. You got that correct. Okay, this terrible, awful, no good, very bad battle. Big Octo? Big Octo. In Majora's Mask, it is Big Octo, 2 different words, but here it's Big Octo. Okay, interesting. Attack it from behind. Just one problem with that Navi. Getting behind this thing takes forever. forever. Let me try to do it once, and then I think I'm gonna brute force my way through it afterwards because, oh my god. Okay, here we go. We're at least catching up to it. Very, 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 very slowly, and then at some point we have to lock on. Problem is, locking on kind of stops you in place. It's very easy to hit the spikes. Okay, now we want to throw the boomerang. Stuns it, get a jump attack. Then it'll turn the other way, start going the other way, and then you have to go back around and do it again. And if I remember correctly, this boss takes so many hits before it dies, even with jump attacks. So you just do this repeatedly, ad nauseum, until it's done, and it's just not very fun. There is something you can do. I think if it hits you, it'll turn around and start going the other way, and you can use that to your advantage, which I could always start doing after this. The problem is you'll have to take damage for it, but you probably have the health to survive. Oh my god, come on, let me move forwards. It's moving faster. It's even harder to catch up now. Okay, we got a lock. Once you get a lock, yeah, it's pretty easy to stun it from there. Hiya! Wait, what? That was it? Wait, I remember it taking way more hits than that. Maybe on my first playthrough, I was just hitting it normally? Was I really just hitting it normally? Not using jump attacks? If I was, that's incredibly dumb of me. All right, well, we can now take this mysterious lift up to where Ruto disappeared. I'll take the full heal. I was going to drink the milk in my pocket, but I guess we don't need to do that anymore because this game is freaking easy as hell. Or, no, the combat is easy as hell, to clarify. Okay, where is this? Yes, this is... Okay, we're not at the end of the dungeon just yet, but we are nearing it. Now that Ruto has found the spiritual stone and all that. Let's get rid of you. So these giant cubes, they will attack us if we touch them. However, we can calm them down by smacking them in the face with a boomerang, and there they go. It's kind of cool, honestly. They, like, freeze into place, and then you can use them as platforms. It's very interesting. All right, get to the other side. Just like the chicken who crossed the road. Okay, then this takes you to the top of this vertical shaft room where you can stand on this platform to lower it. And then, I believe, yes, this room just ahead is the room we have not been to yet. Let's take a look at the dungeon map, though, because there's plenty more we haven't seen. Okay, so yes, that's the last room. Then there's one room down in the basement we haven't been to. Only one, that's actually interesting. Let's make our way back there. We have to go into this room first, then we have to drop to that side of the room. We remember where the green blockage is, we'll know exactly where to go. And then we can see whatever's in there. Probably just like a chest with some Deku nuts or something. It's probably nothing that special or useful, but let's check it out anyway. Okay, make sure to roll. Bonked my head into the wall and it sounded just as hard as every other wall. There we go. Oh god, okay. Redirect you back. You did not hit the target because you're terrible. There we go. Oh, come on. I was trying to strafe out of the way of that, but for some reason, whenever you pull out the slingshot, Link can't move for a little while, and it's really annoying. Okay, so it gives you a ton of rupees into fairy, and that's it. Oh, it's about to become an enemy again. Let's get off. Okay, that's all this room had. I don't think it had a golden skulltula, so that is it. Back up we go. Let's go head towards the boss now. Yeah, it wasn't gonna end with just finding the freaking spiritual stone of water. Of course there's gonna be a boss. That's the formula for Zelda dungeons. I have to say, though, this has been a really fun time. I've enjoyed this dungeon a lot more than I did in my other playthroughs of the game. And I guess it's just because I'm doing it for YouTube. Maybe, like, recording stuff for YouTube makes it inherently more fun. Though it makes some other aspects of games inherently less fun, just from the fact I feel pressured to complete stuff faster. Fortunately, with a game like this, a game I've played before, like, I know how to complete it, so it's no problem. Oh, I have to hold something down on that switch. Well, we don't have Ruto to do that for us, but we do have these little boxes over here. So let's pick you up and bring you over. Stand. Do-do-do-do-do. And place. Plop. Now we can go inside. Just one more room before the big boy. That's filled with a lot of these guys. Is it really these jellyfish making those loud noises? Like, my goodness. Those are coming from the jellyfish. The adorable little jellyfish hovering around the room. All right, now we got his golden skulltula right here. I'll take you. In fact, I'll pick you up with the boomerang now that we can actually do that. Eventually, once the boomerang returns to me. Can I lock on? Yes, I can. Hiya! Okay, now we climb up this. Thought I heard another jellyfish still alive, but I don't think there is one. Okay, you want to lock onto this and use the boomerang to get it because there's cobwebs in your way, and I don't think you can burn these, actually. Wait, can you? Let me try, because these are clearly cobwebs. They use the same texture, at least. They might be supposed to be something else. I'm gonna light a fire inside this guy's stomach. Hopefully it doesn't cause him heartburn or something. Yeah, no, they're not considered cobwebs, even though they look the same. Curious. It's probably supposed to be some, like, sticky fluid or whatever. I don't want to think about what it is too long, but it's probably supposed to be something like that. All right, here we go. It's the boss. The first boss that's an actual challenge, it's Baronade, or Baronade, however you pronounce this. Many parasitic jellyfish swarm around this monster. Aim for its body protected by the jellyfish, as we can see there. You do not want to use the slingshot on it. You want to use the boomerang on all of its things stuck in the ceiling. If you throw it and miss, you have to wait a while to get it back. It's a little annoying. Okay, there's one down. Then you want to constantly be strafing because it is trying to shoot you with electricity the entire time. So if you stand still, you will be shocked repeatedly. There they go, and now there's one, and now it waves the jellyfish all around the room. What I think you want to do now is try to stun the body with the boomerang. That is an option. That is something you can do, but you can also destroy the jellyfish with the boomerang. Eventually, it will do that, causing the jellyfish to hit you. It's a little dangerous. The jellyfish seem to be immune right now. Curious. They're even knocking the boomerang away. Oh, we got it again! Okay, but it's burying itself in the ground. Okay, so we want to use this time to get the jellyfish instead. It's a bit of a chaotic battle. The rules are a little strange, and they keep being made up as they go, but I kind of like it. You know, it's an actual challenging boss, unlike all the others have been. They gotta get the boomerang in there, stun you. Let's take out these jellyfish, and then I think it'll be more available to hit in the future. Okay, so there we go. I don't think it grows any more jellyfish. I think we've taken care of it all now. So now it flies around the room, tries to smack into us, but if we just do that, jump attack into it, backflip away, looking cool. That actually looked really cool. Even though it did waste time and I didn't get as many hits on it as I should have, it still looked awesome. Yeah, it's got a decent amount of health too. And I like that. I like it when the bosses actually, you know, last more than 5 seconds. I jump attack to dodge that. I've never actually done that before. Never done that successfully. Man, that was cool. All right, get you. And there it is. Not too bad, but can certainly be overwhelming, can certainly hit you loads of times. I do think it is the first challenging boss of the game. Absolutely disgusting. Why am I standing in the middle of this? Oh man, I was going to drink my milk after all this and then have it heal my health. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. The heart container can heal me if it really wants to. Let's drink the milk right now. May as well. There's no milk in there, but okay, I guess that works. All right, that is the 3rd dungeon of the game complete. Let's see if we can convince Ruto to hand over the spiritual stone. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Baka. Sorry, I moved my headset. Ruto jump scare. What the hell is this? No, Ruto, what are you doing? Ruto, what are you doing? You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway, just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. Nothing. What happens if you say nothing, really? I'm gonna save state and I'm gonna find out. Don't be shy. I can tell what you're thinking. My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. All right. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire.
Where's the part where I say I do? To be clear, what I meant was, I do want the spiritual stone. Hey, this one's actually centered. They got it right. You obtained Zora's sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession? You don't know what she's talking about. But you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. I suppose the Kokiri don't have a lot of precious possessions themselves. Go back to see Princess Zelda. That'll have to wait for another time. Don't tell my father. Okay, my lips are sealed. I mean, honestly, they are. Link doesn't say a freaking word in this whole game. I mean, there are dialogue options, but still. It's like, you know, for the most part, he just screams and that's it. So, before I leave Zora's Fountain, there is one extra thing I want to show. Hold on. Check out the mini-map. Doesn't that look like a person's face? Doesn't it look like the side of someone's head? Like, the red arrow is their mouth, the entrance is their freaking, the entrance to the place, the entrance to the room is their nose, and the entrance to Jabu-Jabu's belly is their eye, and then they have, like, some kind of tattoo in their cheek? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to what I actually want to do. We got some rocks over here. Let's try to blow them up with a bomb. This might be the wrong place. Not the place I'm thinking of. Okay! That worked even better than I expected. One of them resisted the bomb, but the other one didn't, and the wall behind was apparently bombable. Let's see what this has inside. Oh, another green great fairy? Oh, so not all of them are unique colors. Oh, okay, I see. I guess you're sharing, or maybe this is the same great fairy as the one by Hyrule Castle? I don't know. Let's play a song and see what she'll give us. Because yes, every great fairy you visit will give you something. If you play a song. You can go around expecting gifts from all of them, and they shall give. You really are the same as the one by Hyrule Castle. That's the same pose. Next, you're gonna tell me you're the Great Fairy of Magic. I am the Great Fairy of... What the... Are there... Is this the same Great Fairy? I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. You're also giving me a magic spell. Man, I don't even know what to think. Are you twins or something? What the hell? What's happening here? At least this one's green. It's different. You got Furor's Wind. This is warp magic you can use with C. Warp when you are in danger. You will teleport to the warp point. When you first use the magic, you will create a warp point. When you use the magic again, you can either dispel the warp point you created last time, or warp to that point. There's a lot of warp and points in there, let me explain it a lot easier. Remember, you can use Furor's Wind only in dungeons that have a dungeon map hidden inside, okay? When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. So, Furor's Wind is an interesting spell. It's not really an attacking spell. What it is you can put it down somewhere within a dungeon to create a point that you can teleport back to by using it again. You can only have one point down at a time, and there's only specific places you can place points. However, I think there's a place to put a warp point in every single room in the entire dungeon. There's at least one per room, so... yeah, that's pretty useful. We're not gonna be able to use it for a decently long time at the point in the game we're at, but yeah, we'll certainly keep that in mind for later. It will be of great help in a certain other water-related dungeon later on. So, to close this video, I suppose I can head back to Zora's Domain, talk to King Zora and Princess Ruto to see how they're getting on after our ventures have come to an end, and then I shall end the video there, because, yes, there is more to see beyond this point, but that'll all be taken care of in the next video. So... let me do it as I just said, talk to these two. We'll start with King Zora. Actually, can I talk to King Zora from here? Did my most precious possession help you in your quest? Hasn't yet, but I will eventually put it to use. Someday. Let's climb up.
Talk to King Zora from down here. Apparently this is the most respectable position to do it from.
Oh, Link, so you saved the princess, eh? I really appreciate it.
That's it? That's all you have to say? I suppose that works fine. Let's see if Ruto has any extra dialogue. I think she does have a little more to say beyond this point. Maybe if I wear a mask. We can try that. The bunny hood. That would be interesting to see her dialogue on that. Let's press that. Okay, how about this? Don't do that. It's embarrassing me. What? What about it is? Do you want bunny ears or something? I don't know. Alright, well, it's been an hour, and we've completed a major point in the game, so I think that'll be where we leave off. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're gonna head back to find Princess Zelda and let her know the good news. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.